a fire outbreak in Kasoa, and unfortunately, properties are being lost. And see, yesterday also, there was a fire outbreak in some parts of the market in Accra. In Accra as well, and a lot of properties were lost. And then this dawn, we happened to, the internet breaks again with fire outbreak in Kasoa. I don't know what is happening lately, but we need to be very, very careful and very, very mindful with our appliances, most especially that we leave in our shops and our homes anytime we are leaving the house and the shop. But I want us to take a look at this video and also listen to some of the residents in the area.
Okay. Tell us what happened.
Yes, myself, I wasn't around, yes, until not too long ago when I had information that some part of my electoral area is burning. So I have to come myself and see. And yes, I've witnessed the impact, yes, which I would say is very, very, very serious.
I learned you own a shop here. Tell me what happened.
I was at home and I had a call that our shop is burning. I don't know what exactly is the plan. At the time I get to this place, it was west. We locked the shop. It was west. There's nothing we can do about it.
What do you do in that shop?
I sell drinks. It's a sport. I sell food too as well.
It's a drinking spot.
Yeah. Oh, I had a call.
You had a call.
Today is our off day, so we don't come to work today. We lost everything. I mean everything. Not even everything. We lost everything.
At 7:21, we were able to put the situation under control, meaning that it took us a bit less than an hour and a half to be able to put the situation under control and finally extinguish the fire at 8:20. Unfortunately, there was quite some damage. 9 metal containers that were used for commercial purposes, and its contents was burnt. And then a church by the name of Hill Fire Church, also its contents got totally burnt as a result of the fire.
Have you established?
No, that's not something we've been able to establish right now. We are still gathering intel to be able to come up with a conclusive investigation.
Some of the affected persons who spoke to us indicated that the fire actually started at 5:30. They've called the fire service and it took you over 30 minutes to come to the scene. Is that the case?
So you see, so that's where I would want you to go in or come in and ask them what number they called. You see, it becomes very unbecoming when people say they've called fire service and yet they are not able to substantiate the number they called. They always say we called fire service, and then you ask them the number, and they end up giving you different numbers. Mind you, we don't have any intelligence system here in Ghana that locates or that notifies the fire service that there's a fire somewhere. So until someone calls the number, because we've been monitoring our handsets, and once the call gets to our control room dispatches the nearest appliance within 1 minute. So please, the next time they say they called fire service, please do well to ask who called. When you ask who called, you will never find the person that said you called. Someone said I called. They'll be pointing fingers at people who are not even there and say they called. At 7:21, we're able to put the situation under control, meaning that it took us a bit less than an hour and a half to be able to put the situation under control and finally extinguish the fire at 8:20. Unfortunately, there was quite some damage.
Okay, so that's some updates in relation to what happened this dawn in Kasoa. I did say earlier that yesterday, in the early hours of yesterday, also Winston,
Yes.
there was a fire outbreak at Accra Central where some market women, also some business women, lost their properties,
millions of
products
dollars
that
to
they
this.
sell and all that. I saw quite a number of them post on Instagram saying that unfortunately they have lost a lot of their products at Accra Central, and so they have redirected them to a different branch, which is very disheartening. And so we need to be very careful, especially when we are leaving our shops when it comes to electrical appliances. And please, the emergency number for fire service, 192. 192, okay? So keep that in mind anytime there's an emergency or fire outbreak.